Coaches, sports chaplains. One of the ways of ministry that is growing in FCA now and in many other ministries as well is when we take volunteers from the community and join them with teams locally to be able to serve a high school, a club team, a university, whatever it is. Finding volunteers who can connect with those folks and serve those teams, growing that volunteer base is a really important thing that only stands to grow and develop in the future. Here's some thoughts about how do we connect volunteers with the right teams? How do we make the best possible pairing? Well, here's some simple thoughts about that. One of those is the number one relationship in this whole process is that volunteer with the head coach. So if there's an existing relationship of trust between a potential volunteer and the head coach, that's where I start and say, Coach, if you know and trust this person, I think I can train him or her. And if I find a willingness in that person to serve, that's probably the best case scenario. Secondly, think about, does this person have a sporting background? If he or she, especially if they played for this high school, for this university, there may be an affinity for the people in the place already. That could be a really good fit. But them having a sporting background really helps because they understand kind of the culture of sport where it's being done there. That's a helpful thing. If they don't, it's cross-cultural. It may take more work to develop that, but it's possible. Thirdly, if there are community ties, if this person grew up in the community or they went to school here, that kind of thing, there may be already some affinity for this particular program and these people that is there. And lastly, I always ask people to think it's going to take at least 3 and probably as many as 12 hours for you to serve effectively in this role. If you can't invest that amount of time, we probably need to rethink whether this is an appropriate role. But with volunteers, I tell them this range of 3 to 12 hours based on what the opportunities turn out to be. It's probably going to take that much of an investment on season for you to serve effectively. So look for ways to engage volunteers. They're a great source of ministry. Let's find ways for them to engage in the best possible locations with the best possible people for the best possible outcomes. Thanks.